1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
That's our leader. Christ is above us. We got to listen to everything he says.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So we got to listen to everything Christ say, huh? So if he the head of men and we got to listen to everything he say, and we y'all head, what that mean you got to do with us? Oh! So when I ask if Christ our head, do we got to do everything he say? Yes. Simple yet. Remember, Jesus said in the Bible that your yea be yea, your nay nay. Anything else is evil. Right. So she applied that with the, oh yeah, y'all got to listen to everything Jesus say. Yup. Okay, the man is the head of the woman. Tell me. What you mean? You tell? I ain't telling you nothing. I'm reading the Bible.
That's right.
What the Bible say? What God say? What you supposed to do? There you go. It ain't that hard, sister. I'm telling you, that's that post-traumatic slave syndrome. Whether you believe it or not. That's what it is. That's why you moving like that. But the word of God is able to change you if you humble down, sis. That is the opposite of what I said. That's the opposite of what I said. The reason why I brought up Martin Luther King Jr. is because I was making a point of black people standing up for black people, black men standing up for black people. No, I said that he wasn't coming out of the Bible. That's, remember, so you saying he didn't come out of the Bible? I said, yes, that's what I explained to you. I never said he wasn't for our people. The reason we're able to do what we do is because the sacrifices he made. Ain't no disrespect. I'm explaining to you he wasn't coming from the Bible. That's the difference between us and him.
And now you talk about false prophets.
Yes.
Are you
Listen, watch.
I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name.
Come on.
Saying, I have dreamed.
Saying what?
I have dreamed.
What prophet you know said that? I have a dream. Lord said, I see them. I know the prophet that prophesied lies, talking about I have dreamed. He said in his dream, he saw on a mountaintop, alluding to the heaven, that it was black boys and white girls and white boys and black girls holding hands together. That ain't in the Bible.
That's
so
right.
What does that make that statement? What does that make that dream? A lie!
That's right.
He said, I know the prophets that prophesy lies, saying, I have dreamed. Go ahead.
I have dreamed. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies?
That do what?
That prophesy lies.
So the Lord said that was a lie. Lie to take the test to reveal that was a lie. That's not biblical. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no disrespect. We understand according to prophecy, those things had to be fulfilled anyway. Ain't no disrespect to Martin Luther King. I'm just showing you the distinction between us and them.
How do I know that y'all not saved? Y'all can all be criminals.
So, okay. Jeremiah 23, same chapter, verse 21. This is how you know the real prophets from the faith.
Okay.
Jeremiah 23 and verse 21. Yep. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied.
Right, because there's a lot of preachers in every hood, every ghetto. You got multiple churches. And they say, God said to me, if you sow a seed, your season of deliverance is going to come. It's so many people that say that. Go ahead.
But if they had stood in my counsel.
God said to know a real prophet, if a prophet is standing in my counsel, go ahead.
And had caused my people to hear my words.
They would have what?
Caused my people to hear my words.
So the real prophets gonna cause you to hear what? What word? Coming out of what?
The Bible.
The Bible! The real prophets gonna teach thus saith the Lord. Come on.
Then they should have turned them from their evil way.
They gonna what?
Then should have turned them from their evil way.
We done spent 2 hours in the hot sun teaching y'all to do what? Dress modestly.
Right.
Stop giving your body
right.
to men that you're not married to. Stop using drugs. Be sober. Love one another. away. That's what the real prophet is going to do. They're not going to sit in the pulpit and wait for you to come and spend your hard-earned money to hear that. They're going to come meet you where you at and tell you to change your ways. That's what the real prophet is going to do. They're going to reveal who you are. They're going to reveal what's required of you. And they're going to reveal the vengeance on the nations, thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
That's what we get that in Jeremiah 28:8. This is what a real prophet going to do. Watch this.
Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
So the real prophets in the Bible always prophesied against countries. So if you're living in a country and the prophet is prophesying against it, what that country going to accuse him of? They a hate group. They hate America. They hate you. They racist. But God sent them to prophesy against countries. Isaiah 58:1. We dealing with how you know the real prophets from the fake, right? Come on.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1.
This is what the Lord commanded Isaiah the prophet to do.
Cry aloud.
Do what?
Cry aloud.
Do what?
Cry aloud.
So if I wasn't loud, then you should be worried. The Lord said, cry loud.
Spare not.
Don't spare nobody's feelings. Read.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Do what?
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Because you ain't the only person we talking to. We out here for everybody. I want somebody all the way over there to overhear that. He said, what? We the Israelites.
Right.
We gotta keep the commandment. God don't love everybody. They lied to me. Let me go see what they talking about. That's why we gotta be loud.
That's right.
The brothers read earlier in Revelation 1 about Christ. His voice was the sound of many waters. When you read the Bible, he talked to thousands of people at a time.
That's right.
You think he's like, hey man, do right by your neighbor. He had to be loud.
That's right.
Just like this. He's a real prophet though. You understand? That's what the real prophets do, and have always did it. That's how you know the real from the fake. Get out Ezekiel 13:17. Here go another one. See, this is why we got to do this, because the black woman that hear the word of God and ain't got nothing to say but whatever, nigga. Ezekiel 13:17. Read.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 13 and verse 17. Likewise, thou son of man, set thy face.
So this is the Lord commanding the prophet Ezekiel. He said, do what?
Set thy face against the daughters of thy people.
Set your face, prophet, against the daughters of my people. The black woman is God's daughters. Read.
Which prophesy out of their own heart.
They always coming from their emotion. Well, I don't feel like this right now. I hear you, but God said, prophesy, set your face against them black women. Go ahead.
And prophesy thou against them.
Do what?
Prophesy thou against them.
See, that's how you know we the real thing, man. Stop playing with us. We gonna reveal who we are. We gonna cry loud, spread night, show you what you're doing wrong, and set the black woman in order.
All of the enemy, them a go be a prey one day. Our time for rise up, rise up. This are your kingdom of fall right now. Your time up, time up. This is the work of God. This are your kingdom reach to the stage of decadence. The water rise up and it's very evident. We come to claim our roots and take back our heritage. We were never savages, taken from the decayed state. No my kindred wake, meditating scriptures and increase with faith. While leading reach destruction await. Bind them kings with chain. Our time to rise up, rise up. This are your kingdom of fall right now. Your time.
Hey, Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. This is Captain Immanuel. Subscribe to IUIC Arkansas on YouTube. First and foremost, scan that QR code. Follow us on all platforms to help us push this truth. Facebook, Instagram, X.com, TikTok, need I say more? Everything. Just type in IUIC Arkansas and hit the follow or subscribe button, alright? Most High in Christ bless. your black man, especially if he coming out of the word of God, it's going to be a prayer. See what I'm saying? See him right here? He said you can do that. But the real Messiah, Jesus Christ, who I'm made in the image of, if you don't listen to his prophets that he sent, it's going to be a price to pay. What? Say it again? You're supposed to listen to the black men that have rule over you, meaning your father, your husband, and the leaders that come from the word of God. You got to listen with all subjection. You understand? That's who the man. Get that in 1 Corinthians 11:3. Give me more Bible. Come on.
First Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
That's our leader. Christ is above us. We got to listen to everything he says. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So we got to listen to everything Christ say, huh? So if he the head of men and we got to listen to everything he say, and we y'all head, what that mean you got to do with us? Oh! So when I ask if Christ our head, do we got to do everything he say? Yes. Simple yet. Remember, Jesus said in the Bible that your yea be yea, your nay nay. Anything else is evil. Right. So she applied that with the, oh yeah, y'all got to listen to everything Jesus said. Yep.
Brother.
Okay, the man is the head of the woman.
Brother.
Tell me. What you mean? I ain't telling you nothing. I'm reading the Bible.
That's right.
What the Bible say? What God say? What you supposed to do? There you go. It ain't that hard, sister. I'm telling you, that's that post-traumatic slave syndrome. Whether you believe it or not. That's what it is. That's why you moving like that. But the word of God is able to change you if you humble down, sis. That's all you got to do. Just be like, you know what? They was coming out the Bible. I never heard that before. It do make sense. Let me look into the flyer. Let me go on the website on the flyer. Let me look a bit. Let me learn. Let me humble myself and really see if God is trying to put me on game. Because the people that oppressed us, they pay millions of dollars to teach you to, what's the Sexy Red song?
Pound Town.
Just left Pound Town. White man paying her millions of dollars to make sure you go to Pound Town. Damn. Catch diseases, have babies by dudes you already know, get abortions. Why they pay them folks millions of dollars to it's on your radio, you don't even request it, it's just you turn your car on, it's playing. Why they do that? They don't got your best interest at heart. That's what I'm trying to reveal to you. So maybe these brothers that sacrifice time away from because we do got wives and kids. They sacrifice time from their wives and kids, their families, their day as grown men in which they could have been productive doing something else to come in a hot sun country projects of Canada to read the Bible.
Right.
Huh? That's odd. We didn't come try to make money off of y'all. We ain't come trying to spit game, get y'all number to have sex with y'all. None of that. To sell drugs, nothing. We ain't trying to make none of it. We trying to make sure y'all understand the Bible. Who y'all are according to the Bible and what God said for y'all to do in the Bible. But it's still a question of whether or not we the real thing. That's crazy work. Sis, you gotta humble down, sis. You gotta humble down.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.